Sum of the first n natural numbers is n into n plus 1 by 2. It is equivalent to triple A. Triple A is A into triple 1. So n into n plus 1 is 2 into A into triple 1. So these n into n plus 1 is 2 into A into 37 into 3. 6A into 37. These both are consecutive numbers. These both should be consecutive numbers. So what is the multiple of 6 just consecutive to 37? 36. So n will be 36 and A will be 6A is 36. N will be 6A. N plus 1 will be 37. N plus 1 37 means n will be 36. 36 equivalent to 6A, A equivalent to 6. Previous year question. I hope the idea it is clear. Sum of the first n natural numbers is given by the logic n into n plus 1 by 2. N into n plus 1 by 2. Second question. Second one. 1 square minus 2 square. This is also an exam related question. 3 square minus 4 square plus 5 square and so on up to 19 square minus 20 square. Minus 20 square. 1 square minus 2 square plus 3 square minus 4 square plus 5 square minus 6 square. Right? So if you apply, this is a most repeated question, sir. 1 square minus 2 square, which is a square minus b square, is a minus b into a plus b. 3 square minus 4 square is 3 minus 4 into 3 plus 4. 5 square minus 6 square is 5 square minus 6 square is 5 minus 6 into 5 plus 6 and so on up to 19 square minus 20 square, which is nothing but 19 minus 20 into 19 plus 20. 19 plus 20. If you observe, 1 minus 2 is nothing but minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. Minus 1 common. This is nothing but 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on up to 20. Sum of the first n natural numbers is n into n plus 1 by 2. Answer is nothing but minus 210. Answer is nothing but minus 210. This question I saw at least 10 times coming in various examination papers. Most repeated question. 1 square minus 2 square is 1 minus 2 into 1 plus 2. 3 square minus 4 square is 3 minus 4 into 3 plus 4. 5 square minus 6 square is 5 minus 6 into 5 plus 6. 19 square minus 20 square is 19 minus 20 into 19 plus 20. All these are equivalent to minus 1. All these are equivalent to minus 1. Next note, please write down. This is something which probably you might not know. 1 square plus 3 square plus 5 square and so on up to n terms. Sum of the squares of the odd terms. It is given by n into 4n square minus 1 by 3. 1 square plus 3 square plus 5 square and so on up to n terms is given by n into 4n square minus 1 by 3. For example, if I take n equivalent to 2, 1 square plus 3 square, which is 10. Let me substitute 2 into 4 into 2 square minus 1 whole divided by 3. This is 2 into 16 minus 1, 15. 15 by 3 is 5. 5 2s are 10. So very, very important key point. Please make a note. Sum of the squares of the odd terms. Sum of the squares of the odd terms is given by the logic n into 4n square minus 1 by 3. n into 4n square minus 1 by 3. n into 4n square minus 1 by 3. But if in the examination, in case if you forget these, you can use these logic. Suppose 1 square plus 3 square plus 5 square plus 7 square plus 9 square. If he has asked this question, 5 terms are there. One is substitution. 4 into 5 square minus 1 by 3. This is nothing but 5 into 25 into 400 minus 1, 99. 99 by 3. 5 into 33, which is nothing but 165. Which is nothing but 165. If you know formula, you can go for it. Otherwise, use the concept of digital sum. Otherwise, use the concept of digital sum. 1 square it is 1. 9 square digital sum is 9. I can remove. 5 square it is 25. 25 it is 7. 7 square it is 49, which is 4. 4 plus 9, 13. 1 plus 3, 4. 4 plus 7, 11, 11 plus 1, 12. 12 means answer digital sum should be 3. 165. 6 plus 5, 11. 11 plus 1, 12. 1 plus 2 is nothing but 3. 1 plus 2 is nothing but 3. Again I am repeating. Whenever the numerical values are there, you can use the concept of digital sum. 1 square it is 1, 3 square is 9. You can either keep 9, the answer will not change. 1 plus 9 plus 25 plus 49 plus 81. 81 plus 49, 130, 150, 130, 155, 164, 165. That also will give you the digital sum 3. Right? If you add any 9 to a given number, the digital sum will be equivalent to that number. This is one way to solve in case if you are not comfortable with these formulae. Sum of the squares of the odd terms is given by n into 4n square minus 1 by 3. Next, similarly, cube also can be asked in the question. Cube. Next one, 1 cube plus 3 cube plus 5 cube and so on up to n terms. It is given by the logic. 1 cube plus 3 cube plus 5 cube and so on up to n terms is given by the logic. N square into 2n square minus 1. N square into 2n square minus 1. Example, n equivalent to 2. 1 cube plus 3 cube, 27 plus 1, 28. 2 square into 2 into 2 square minus 1. So it is 4 into 7. Answer is 28. 28. In case if you are good in this, use this. Otherwise, use the example of digital sum. 1 cube plus 3 cube plus 5 cube plus 7 cube plus 9 cube plus 11 cube plus 11 cube. Now see here. Two methods you can solve. Method number 1. In fact, 3 methods you can solve this question. Method 1, method 2 and method 3. Method 1, method 2 and method 3. Method 1, formulae method. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. N terms is 6. 6 square into 2 into 6 square minus 1. 36 into 36 2s are 72 minus 1. 71. 36 into 71. Method 2, use digital sum. Use digital sum. If I use digital sum, 1 cube is 1, 3 cube is 27, 9, 5 cube is 125, 8, 7 cube is 343, 1, 9 cube is 9, 9 into any number, 11, 11 is 2, 2 cube is 8, 8 plus 1, 9, 8 plus 1, 9, 9 plus 9, 9. Answer digital sum should be 9. 36 is 9. 9 into any number. Answer digital sum is 9. Answer digital sum is 9. Answer digital sum is 9. Next one. Method number 3. If the k is an odd number. If the k is an odd number. We already discussed. If a1, a2 and so on up to ak are there in arithmetic progression, then a1 power k, a2 power k, and so on up to an power k, it is divisible by sum of the bases a1 plus a2 and so on up to ak. So answer is divisible by 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11. 11 plus 1 12. 9 plus 3 12. 5 plus 3 12. Answer is divisible by 36, which is clearly visible in method number 1. Method number 1. Right? Method number 1. Method number 1 is formula based approach. Method number 2 is eliminating the answer option approach. Method number 3 is if k is an odd number, a1, a2 and so on up to an, if they are in arithmetic progression and the power is odd, it is divisible by the sum of its bases. 1 plus 3, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36. If more than one answer option has the same digital sum, what you can do is, you can attack it by using the unit digit. Let me write down. 1 cube plus 3 cube plus 5 cube plus 7 cube plus 9 cube plus 11 cube. Answer should be divisible by 36. First one. Answer digital sum is 9. If more than one answer option has the same digital sum, then what you can do is, you play with the unit digit of a number. You play with the unit digit of a number. 1 cube is 1. 3 cube is 27. 5 cube is 125. 7 cube is 343. 9 cube is 729. 11 cube is 1. 1 plus 9, 10. 13, 18, 25, 26. Unit digit should be 6. Unit digit should be 6. Answer digital sum should be 9. Answer digital sum should be 9. Answer digital sum should be 9. Suppose if it is 3 square, I understood your doubt like this. 3 square plus 5 square plus 9 square equivalent to how much? Add 1 square on both the sides. 1 square plus 3 square plus 5 square plus 7 square is 1 square plus question mark. These are nothing but n into 4n square minus 1 by 3 equivalent to 1 plus question mark. Finish. 1 put into the left hand side, you will get the answer. Right? If some terms are given, total minus the remaining terms. Unit digit is 6. I hope the idea it is clear. Next question. Idea is clear, right? Sum of the squares, sum of the cubes. Next question. Please see here. There are certain consecutive natural numbers 1 to n which are written on a blackboard. There are certain consecutive natural numbers 1 to n which are written on a blackboard. A student while adding added one number twice, added one number twice, and therefore got the sum as 1000. Find n and find how many which number is added twice. Which number is added twice? Which number is added twice? 1 to n, there are certain consecutive natural numbers starting on a board, written on a board. A teacher asked a student, add these numbers. He added one number twice and got the sum as 1000. Find how many numbers are written on the board and which number is added twice. There are certain consecutive natural numbers 1, 2, 3 till n which are written on a board. If a student add every number once, n into n plus 1 by 2, 1 plus 2 plus 3 till n, there is one number which he added twice, x. That x could be any number from 1 to n. We don't know which number it is. N into n plus 1 by 2 plus x. And the sum is nothing but 1000. Sum is nothing but 1000. Listen carefully, sir. Sum is nothing but 1000. Now, if you see here, a equation with two variables, what you can do is, these x is very, very small. N into n plus 1 is nearer to 1000. Listen carefully. N plus 1 is closer to n. N square is closer to 2000. What is the perfect square just less than 2000? 44. 44 square is 1936. 44 square is 1936. Sir, here you did approximation, but here you did equivalent to 44. I will prove that less than 44 not possible. Greater than 44 not possible. Only 44 it is possible. Let me take 43. If I take 43 into 44 by 2 plus x. 2 1s are 2 22s are. 22 3s are 66. 22 4s are 88. Plus 6 946. 946. What is the number that I am adding? 54. I am telling you that there are 43 numbers on the board and I am adding the number twice is 54. This is illogical. So, n equivalent to 43 is eliminated. Any value less than 43 is also eliminated. Any value less than 43 is also eliminated. If I take n equivalent to greater than 44, 45. 45 into 46 by 2. These 1035. 1035, if I add some positive value, how come it will be 1000? That means idea is very simple. Take a perfect square just less than the right hand side. Take a perfect square. Take a perfect square just less than the right hand side. N is 44. If I substitute 44, answer is nothing but 44 into 45 by 2 plus x is nothing but 1000. 2 22s are 22 into 45 is 990. 990 plus x is 1000. Number I added twice is nothing but 10. Number I added twice is nothing but 10. Number I added twice is nothing but 10. Again I am repeating. Listen carefully, sir. There are certain consecutive natural numbers from 1 to n which are written on a board. 1, 2, 3 and so on up to n. Their sum is n into n plus 1 by 2. There is one number which is added twice, x. So the equation is n into n plus 1 by 2 plus x is 1000. X is a smaller value because this is a number and this is the sum of the numbers. Sum of the numbers will be much bigger than the number. So n into n plus 1 by 2 is nearer to 1000. N plus 1 is nearer to n. N square is nearer to 2000. The perfect square just less than 2000 is 44. 44 square is 1936. 44 square is 1936. Less than 44 not possible because if I take 43, I am getting a number which is greater than 43 which I am adding. If I take greater than 44, I don't need to add twice, the number is exceeding 1000. So n is 44. 44 into 45 by 2 plus x is 1000. X value is nothing but 10. Number added twice is 10. How many numbers are there on the board? 44. Please ask me any doubts in case if you have in the live chat. Any doubts are there? Please ask. All are reasoning based questions where you have to use your mind to analyze the data. Suppose sum is 200. Sum is 200. One number added twice. One number added twice. Everybody kindly reply, sir. One number added twice. What will be the answer? Let us see. N into n plus 1 by 2 plus x. One more question I am doing so that you will feel comfortable. N into n plus 1 by 2 plus x equivalent to 2000. This is a number, that is the sum. Sum is always greater than the number. N into n plus 1 by 2 nearer to 200. N plus 1 is nearer to n. N square is nearer to 400. N square is nearer to 400. So should I take, if I take n value 20, let us see. So this is nothing but 20 into 21 by 2. 2 ones are 2 tens are. 21 tens are 210 it is happening. So even though it is a perfect square, just take the value just less than the perfect square. N is 19. 19 into 20 divided by 2, which is plus x equivalent to 200. 2 tens are 20. X is nothing but 10. Number added twice is nothing but 10. How many numbers are written on the board? 19 numbers are written on the board. Numbers written on the board is nothing but 19. Numbers written on the board is nothing but 19. Idea is clear? Right, Tejaswani? We have to take nearest perfect square of 2 into the sum. We have to take the nearest perfect square. We have to take the nearest perfect square just less than 2 into the sum. Nearest perfect square just less than 2 into sum. Just less than 2 into sum. I hope the idea it is clear. Next one. There are certain consecutive natural numbers 1 to n which are written on a blackboard. Which are written on a blackboard. A student while adding forgot to add one number. Forgot to add one number and got the sum as 575. Got the sum as 575. 575. 575. Find the number he added. He forgot to add. Find the number he forgot to add and how many numbers are written on the board. How many numbers are written on the board? 1, 2, 3. N into n plus 1 by 2. One number I forgot to add, minus x, equivalent to 575. 1 less than or equivalent to x less than or equivalent to n. 1 less than or equivalent to x less than or equivalent to n. X less than or equivalent to n. N into n plus 1 by 2 is nearer to 575. N plus 1 is nearer to n. N square is nearer to 1150. It is minus. So take a square just greater than that number, 34. So if it is forgot to add one number, take a number which is just greater than 2 into the sum given. Take a number, take a perfect square which is just greater than 2 into sum. N is 34. Check for n less than 34 and greater than 34. Both the values will not be satisfied. 34 into 35 by 2 minus x is 575. 2 ones are 2 17s are. So these is nothing but 595 minus 575, it is x. The number which I forgot to add, student forgot to add, is 20. Any doubts? If he is adding once, I should definitely take some number which is less than, because to that number something else should be added. Minus x means I will subtract it. Minus x means we will subtract it. N into n plus 1 by 2 minus x is 575. Idea clear, right? Everybody kindly reply if the idea it is clear. Idea, I hope it is clear. Next, one more question which we will solve. Please don't use pen, sir. Please don't use pen. Tell me the answer if the sum is 120. Sum is 120. What should we take? Perfect square just greater than 2 into sum. A perfect square greater than 240. So, which perfect square? 15 square 25, 16 square 256. N is 16. So, these n into n plus 1 by 2 minus x is 120. So, 16 into 17 by 2 minus x is 120. 2 8s are, which is 126, minus x is 120. Number forgot to add is 6. Are these more questions clear to you? Everybody kindly reply if this model is clear to you. Once this model is clear, then I will get into another model. Forgot to add. It is greater than 2 into sum. Added one number twice. Perfect square is less than 2 into sum. Perfect square is less than 2 into sum. Next one. There are certain numbers 1, 2, 3 and so on up to n, which are there on a blackboard. Present on a blackboard. A teacher asked a student to find the average. A student erased one number. He erased one number. After erasing that number, average of the remaining numbers was found to be 35 7 by 17. Average of the remaining numbers was found to be 35 7 by 17. Find the number erased. How many numbers are written on the board? A very, very good average based question from a logical reasoning. These kind of questions only you can solve if you have a better logical thinking abilities. Right? 1, 2, 3 till n. They are written on a blackboard. A student erased one number. Average of the remaining numbers is 35 7 by 17. 35 7 by 17. Solution. Suppose concept. Now see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Average is the series is in arithmetic progression. Average is given by first term plus last term by 2, which is nothing but 3. Similarly, 1, 2, 3 and so on up to n. First term plus last term by 2. 1 plus n by 2. This is the exact average. First term plus last term by 2. First term plus last term by 2. Listen carefully. Next question you will do it step by step. 1, 2, 3 and so on up to n. Actual average. The series is in arithmetic progression. It is first term plus last term by 2. One first term plus last term by 2. After erasing one number, average is nothing but sum of the quantities by number of the quantities. Right? It is nothing but 35 7 by 17. 35 7 by 17 is, if I convert into fraction, 35 into 17 plus 7. This is nothing but 602 divided by 17. Now see here. Actual average is 1 plus n by 2. The average which is given in the question is 35 7 by 17. Just by looking at a question itself, I can say that n will be closer to 70. It could be 69, it could be 71, it could be 68, it could be 72, 72 and so on. Why I concluded that n will be closer to 70? Think logically. If 70 numbers are there, 1 to 70, average is nothing but first term plus last term by 2. 71 by 2 is 35.5. This is 7 by 17 is 0.4. The given question after erasing one number is 35.4. If n is closer to 70, it is 35.5. So definitely n should be closer to 70. I am telling that n should be closer to 70. Here it is referring to n is 17. So I will multiply by 4. This is 2408 by 68. There are 68 numbers which are written on a board. After erasing one number, totally how many numbers are written on a board? 69. What is the actual average? Actual average is Sn by n. Sum of the first n natural numbers is n into n plus 1 by 2 divided by 69. 2 ones are 2 35s are. This is 2415 divided by 69. There are 69 numbers are there with our on the board whose sum is 2415. After erasing one number, average is 2408 with 68 numbers. 69 numbers sum is 2415. 68 numbers sum is 2408. What is the number erased? Number erased is nothing but 7. That is the reason sum decreased by 7. I will do one more question. 1, 2, 3 and so on up to n. And so on up to n. When I stop the classes, the students who did not purchase it will understand the true value. You can learn from YouTube, sir. Choice is completely there. After erasing one number, average of the remaining numbers was found to be 27 4 by 13. 27 4 by 13. Which number got erased? Which number got erased? How many numbers are written on the board? How many numbers are written on the board? What is the smallest value of n? Such that n by 2 is a perfect square and n by 3 is a perfect cube. N by 3 is a perfect cube. What is the smallest value of n? Such that n by 2 is a perfect square, n by 3 is a perfect cube. Method 1. N by 2 is a perfect square. N is 2a square. N by 3 is a perfect cube, which is 3b cube. If I multiply n square equivalent to 6a square b cube, n is nothing but ab root of 6b. ab root of 6b. This is the smallest value. This is the smallest value. So this under root. B minimum value is 6. B minimum value is 6. So answer is n is 3 into 6 cube. 216 into 3. Answer is 648. Answer is 648. Answer is 648. I hope it is clear. Similarly, one more question which we can do. N by 2 is a perfect cube. N by 3 is a perfect square. So same thing I will get. N equivalent to 2a cube. N equivalent to 3b square. N square equivalent to 6a cube b square. N equivalent to ab root 6a. So a minimum will be 6. A minimum will be 6. N is 2 into 6 cube. 216 into 2. Answer is 432. Answer is 432. I hope the idea it is clear.